welcome to the most recent Pick a Pile reading. It is in honor of welcoming you to Virgo season, the season of the hearth, the season of harvest, the season of the priestess. So welcome and especially happy birthday and shout out to all of the Virgos out there. You may be misunderstood, but you are powerful, beautiful, and amazing. I know people like to think of you as a perfectionist, but really, you just don't miss a single detail. So happy birthday, welcome to Virgo season, welcome to Venus and Leo. It's time to show up and show out. So happy everything. Now, I do have 3 piles for us to choose from today, but I am a mom who balls on a budget. There we go. So it's not a ring light, it's a lamp. It works just as well. Okay, so I would like you to consider what message you most need to hear today. What is going to be the most healing, beneficial? Oh, I just realized I can add these. Well, I'm telling you about that. Ooh la la, this is going to be a good one. I can already tell. Which is going to be the most beneficial reading for you? What is the message that you need to hear the most? What is going to be most healing for you and most relevant to your current situation? So, take a moment, take a breath, and pick a pile. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you would like to send me tips, I am always accepting them at my Cash App, which is butterfly, hashtag ButterflyxGoddess. Okay, so our first pile is this clear quartz pyramid, clear quartz rutilated, clear quartz pyramids, I'll call it. So this is one pile option. Another pile option is amethyst. And another pile option is this, I think it's like a rainbow fluorite or a pink fluorite. I'm gonna call it pink fluorite. So, quartz pyramid, amethyst, pink fluorite. Got your pile? Okay, we are starting with amethyst. I haven't done a pick a pile in a while. Just logistics are scaring me. Just kidding. I am not afraid. All right, what's up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for taking care of yourself, for being interested in your spiritual development. So let's see what amethyst is. Take a moment, settle in. And I'm going to start with your oracle. Your oracle is the gospel. All right, amethyst group, there's something here coming through very heavily about you needing to be connected to the sacred texts, the ancient texts, the sacred works. For some of you, this is obviously the Bible. For some of you who are belong to other paths, this can be religious texts of different religious orders, articles, or experiences, different faiths, things like that. The Rig Veda specifically is coming up. Maybe some of you are Hindus, specifically interested in Hinduism or studying things that are connected to maybe there's a Hindu deity that you recently connected with or that's been calling your attention. You should pursue that and follow up on that. For others of you, there's something here where you need to connect specifically to making your own special kind of book, a book of ingredients, a book of spells, a grimoire. There's something here where you need to be journaling, writing down your experiences, savoring your experiences, telling your story, and recording it for future people to know, future generations to come, things of that nature. For some of you, maybe even specifically, you want to read about the journey and the story of Aradia herself, the gospel of Aradia, and come to understand what it means to be connected with people who actually hold you down like a real one. Books are of great relevance to you, amethyst pile. You are expanding your spiritual connection. You are expanding your theological understanding at this time, and it is important that you persevere with those studies and that you continue on that path. your animal is the elephant. As the message was coming out, what did I just say? I said this is about you connecting and understanding what it is to be in that connection with people who really have your back. And what is a better example of that than the luminous, the powerful, the ever beautiful elephant? Since I was young, I've been reminded of a story of how elephants protect their young. When a young elephant is in danger, all the surrounding elephants in the herd will surround the elephant and will circle the baby elephants and put their butts to the elephant so that their face, those big ears and those trunks are facing out, those dangerous and lethal tusks facing the danger, and putting in the center the vulnerable one. This very much connects to what I have been speaking about this week on my TikTok in terms of following up with a message about Saban Fusome's work, grief work. When somebody is most in need, actually, that's when they most need to be in the center, feeling everyone's love, feeling everyone's support, feeling everyone's energy, and knowing that they are so protected. My dear friend, I would like you to understand that you are so protected, you are so loved, you are so guided by your angels, your ancestors, your guardians. You are the baby elephant in the center. And something here about fire keepers with the elephant. I haven't read these books in a long time, so maybe I'll read that at the end if I remember. Powerful protection energy. You don't move alone. You move with your herd. You move with an army. Ooh, this is exciting. I love it here. Okay. Your next card is returning. Spiral journey, growth, renewal, and healed. It's like with that firekeeper energy, it's like you just got back a piece of your story. You just got back a piece of your voice. Your digestion might be heavily impacted or might have been specifically impacted with that recent new moon that we had and with this Virgo season in general. You know, this is the energy of digestion. This is the energy of healing. So if you're frequenting the bathroom a little more, maybe just find ways to add some kind of gut health into your diet, probiotics, prebiotics, but don't worry too much. It's giving major lower intestine energy. But this is talking about coming home to yourself, coming back to yourself, your energy returning after a period of journeying, of questing, as it were, of learning, of trying, failing, succeeding, trying again, striving, and not giving up. So congratulations to you. You really deserve what's coming to you. I promise you that much. Look at me making you promises. Maybe let me read you the elephant because we're in the trenches together now, my friend. Okay, so elephants are fire. Let's get into this fire. Oh, I saw it. Elephant, unstoppable. Oh, you're unstoppable, babe. Congratulations. Unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. Yes. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck, like Ganesh. Y'all got Ganesh in your corner. Wasn't I just telling you to read the Rig Veda and that you have a Hindu deity who's got your back? Let me tell you something. If you're not already working with Ganesh, you need to get a little tattoo. You need a little tapestry, a little Ganesh blanket, a little piece of jewelry with an elephant on it because you got it. Ganesh removes obstacles with his big head. And you know what else he does? He listens closely with them big ears. You might be someone who, you know, people underestimate because you listen more than you speak or you're very observant, but it's not time for that anymore. It's time for you to be in the center stage and everybody's able to know it. Like Ganesh, the elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. Congratulations. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel, quote, stuck, unquote, rest assured that the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. It's true. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. Heavy on that second part because it's giving that some of you, things keep happening to stall you, to interrupt you, so-called, to trip you up, to block your way. And you're just like, what the, you know what I mean, beep? That was also the sound of an elephant. Just kidding. But really what's happening is you're being redirected. it is also a blessing. One-pointed focus, generous, loving, trust. Oh. Pile number 1. Your vibe. Okay. To bring into balance all of this good energy, I also want to tell you something that you might need to hear. Your affirmation for the day, your affirmation for the week. Stick it on your forehead. Put it on a post-it note in the mirror. Say it every day. Say it all week long. Listen to this clip on repeat, okay? Affirmations will rewire your entire nervous system. Here's yours. It's two-sided. Get ready. My income... Yes, baby. My income is constantly increasing. I begin now, today, to open myself to ever-increasing prosperity. Listen, you got Ganesh on your side and prosperity, honey. Congratulations. What do you need to know about yourself? Let me bring you back down to earth for a second after flying with all these compliments. What do you need to know about yourself? From the one and only Marcella Kroll's Roast Iconic. Triggered. I am not okay. Triggered. When I see your face. Triggered. Maybe you need to listen to that song. Okay, let me tell you something. Do you see how these two look like they match? They not from the same deck, but they go together. They not from the same place, but they go together. No matter the weather, they match. You know how you lose everything that you work for? I'm gonna need you this week to sit down and shut up. Respectfully. Sit down and shut up. Let me tell you something. The people who know that your good fortune is coming know it before you do. You got people watching you, following you, wanting to know what's going on with you. And they are gonna try to interrupt your blessings. And they cannot. They cannot take your power. They are not you. What they can try to do is put you in a position so that you make an ass out of yourself and you, in a triggered state, do something that fooshes up your blessings. Do not allow them to. We all get triggered by different things at different times. But what you need to do is whatever the hell you need to do to not allow your being triggered to interrupt your blessings. Because it's like there are major blessings here, and some people maybe want you to look stupid or look like angry or look a fool. Don't let them. Be very, very, very... If you need to move slower this week, if you need to be intentional, do it. Do it. I'm telling you, do not let people take you out of your energy right now, okay? You heard it here. You heard it first. Also, maybe you want to listen to those... Did Janae Aiko put out, like, shout out, put out, like, a whole album of, like, 432 Hertz? Maybe you should listen to that and meditate. Just an idea. Let's see what the tarot says for you in this file. Okay. 4 of Coins. 7 of Cups. 9 of Swords. Justice. This energy is talking about experiences that harmed you, leading you to like so much of this energy that you explode as something else. It's obviously giving transformation butterfly energy. You are going to have justice for the betrayals you have endured, for the gossip, the backbiting, the smile in your face and then talk behind your back, the try and take your blessings, the try and interrupt your flow, the lies. You are going to have justice for that. And in fact, justice is completely present in your life right now. It is leading you to, again, deeper spiritual understandings and connections, as well as spiritual breakthroughs. But you are going to have to move differently now and in the future than you're moving in the past. Oh, and you are assisted in this path of moving differently. It's like I'm seeing just like turning the lock, you know, old keys don't open, old keys won't unlock new doors. This is the energy of new beginnings. This is the energy of new keys. that take you into new beginnings and even crossing new thresholds. So it's important to remember that. And when you would get triggered, or when you would, have a whatever reaction, it's important to remember that, to remind yourself that you are in the beginning of something. You are in a beginning unfolding. So just keep that in mind, and remember that you have a choice to respond differently than people want you to react. I'm not going to bite my tongue. I'm not going to bite my lip, because you know why? I'm telling you the truth. We have after the Fool, Fanti di Bastoni, and the Eight of Pentacles. So we have is Fanti the Page or the Knight? Uh-oh. Help. 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 Fanti di Bastoni. It's the Page. Okay. The Page of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So let me just tell you like this. There's something here where you have this new beginning, but you're somebody that works so hard. You work so hard, and maybe you're expecting or used to having to work so hard for these blessings, and maybe you even attribute certain connections to money with certain kinds of hard work. You don't need to work like that anymore. And so it's really important that if you have an idea, you don't sit and procrastinate and overthink, and you just go towards it, because you've already put down the groundwork for the blessings that are coming in. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to need to persevere anymore, that you're not going to still have to work, but it means that the kind of hard is changing. So when you feel yourself following routines or following certain discipline, and you feel like, oh, I don't want to do it, you can remind yourself, do I want to do the hard work for myself? Or do I want to go back to working so hard for someone else's story? Do I want to be working hard in pursuit of my dreams? Or do I want to be working triple hard, over hard, exhausting hard for someone else who's not even connected to my dream, or who doesn't even respect my dream? Keep that in mind. It's like you don't want to lose focus while you're doing the work. So remember what you're doing it for. Okay? Thank you so much, Amethyst Pile. I hope these messages helped you in some way. Oh! Y'all want a goddess card? I wanted to pull goddess cards for all of y'all. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna put some of the other two piles while we're here. Oh, okay, that's you. Cool. Okay, so I love these messages. It's like you start off with something and you just get more and more than you ask for. And that's what's gonna happen with your blessings. You don't even understand. That's what's happening with your blessings. You're about to get more and more and more. Beautiful. Your goddess guidance message is from Perpetua, the Saint of Authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. So as long as you're showing up as yourself, you're going to win. Even if it might not seem like it in the moment, it's important. Remain authentic to your true self, not who others want to see you act like, or who others want you to be. Be yourself. And like, oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, I just got the memory of like, how I can't even remember the person's name, but there was somebody who like, so I'm gonna just make it up because I don't want to get the details wrong for this person. So this is a work of fiction. Any relationship to any real people is not true. No, I'm just kidding. So this person like went out to dinner, and they went out to dinner by themselves, and a bunch of like mean girls came up to them, and they're like, ew, no one would want to eat dinner with you, that's why you're by yourself. And someone next to them like heard them and like recorded it and like put it on the internet, and then this person became a viral sensation, and then they went on like the Today Show, and like 1 million people had breakfast together with this person, and now they're rich and happy and retired, and they're married, and their life is a dream. There's something here where there's some situations where you were being authentic and you didn't even plan, you don't even really understand that this is in the works. But some of these blessings are going to come in like a hit, like by surprise, because by being yourself, you created the path for your blessings to find you, and you became a model for other people, to show other people that it's okay to be themselves. And so in that moment, it seemed like what a loss for this person. Like they were just trying to eat their meal in peace, and now it's so sad. Everybody's like making fun of them. And now look, millions of people got to eat with them, and millions more have seen them and love them. That's your energy. You're in a star quality energy. And it's because you're being yourself. Okay? Lots of love to you. You deserve it. Ciao. Beautiful. Next pile. Hello, my pink Flourites. This is your reading. All right, pink Flourite, let's see what messages your spirit team would like you to know for now. Your first card is the unknown. Why do I feel such a release when I say that? There is something, you might even also want to watch Pile 1. You might have a connection to Pile 1. There's something here where some of you, maybe you're traveling. Some of you, maybe you're in a new field of study. This can be a new kind of relationship for you. But some of you are on the brink of something that's so different to you, that's bringing you a lot of relief. It's like you've made it. It's like you've crossed through certain experiences and now you're here, but now it's like, oh my gosh, what's on the other side of this door? Well, you're not going to know until you go through it. So what your guides first and foremost want you to know, understand, believe, and embody is that you don't need permission to take that first action in the direction of where you're going. And if it seems scary because you're doing it for the first time, it's also exciting. Congratulations. Not forgotten, messages from spirit, unbroken connection. Okay, this is really beautiful energy. Some of you, there's someone who's passed on, and some of you, there's someone or multiple people who are at a great distance from you physically, but who are connected to you in spirit, who are connected to you in spirit and emotionally and psychically. And so for some of you, they're just sending you a lot of healing energy. For some of you, you see them when you dream. You astral travel very intensely when you dream. And it's really important for you to understand and remember that you are not forgotten. They want me to tell you to do some dream hygiene work. For some of you, you can put a bottle, not a bottle. Why did I say bottle? Some of you, your ancestors want liquor, by the way. You can put a basin of water under your bed. And this will help to bring you clarity in your dreams and to make those messages more clear for you, to receive and to understand. This is also a reminder that whatever your relationship is with your ancestors, you come from an unbroken lineage. And so you have people who are proud of you who you've never even known their name. They live in your bones, in your blood. They make up your DNA. And you are succeeding and continuing on their legacy. And that is a point of great pride to them. This is a lot of like very respectful, like honoring legacy energy in this reading. It's very humbling. It's very beautiful. Yeah. I guess what we're doing today is reading the animals from the books because they're too good not to. But you are a unicorn. You are like, you know, people say like, I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. That's what you are. You are magnificent, dear. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. Okay, buckle in. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for answers. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Don't mind me geeking out at the readings that I do. It's just that fun and cool. Let me continue pouring into you by reading you an affirmation that you can say for the week. You can write it down on a post-it note, say it in the mirror, look at it, repeat it for the week. This is your affirmation for the day, for the week. Affirmations can help you rewire your entire nervous system. Please know that this one is for you. Two sides here. Are you kidding me? Bro, are you serious? I open new doors to life. Are you seeing what's happening here? That's what we call that synchronicity. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms, and I trust life to be wonderful. Hello. Stay optimistic, stay positive, stay hopeful, stay driven, stay focused. Those rooms that you're entering, act like you're meant to be there at all times. To teach or to learn and to teach. Shadow. You know, you can't be afraid to take accountability and to look at your dark side. Because if you do, it will take over. Just kidding, just kidding. You don't have to know psychology to understand tarot. You don't have to go and read Carl Jung to understand the shadow self, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, sorry, my bad. I got carried away. The point is, your shadow can be your teacher. And for a lot of y'all, you need to remember that. And, you know, also it's important to like exercise, to do that work of like looking at your shadow. To say like, where did I take pleasure in seeing someone else suffering? Like, yeah, they deserve that. And like, how can that energy be beneficial towards me? Well, maybe I'm just bored. Maybe I need to physically go out and like take a kickboxing class or something. You know what I mean? What your shadow is a teacher as well. So like, what is your shadow there to teach you? Do not delight in the suffering of others or ignore the suffering of others as if it does not exist. Human and non-human alike. Keep that in mind. Don't think that because Shamu at SeaWorld can't talk to you or text you that their suffering is not connected to your life or it doesn't matter. Don't think that the people on death row or in solitary confinement or in prison aren't connected to you or don't matter. We all have a shadow. Look at your shadow. Work with your shadow. Understand yourself better. And move on. Okay, I'm going to get into your tarot cards. I'm talking to some really beautiful, powerful people today. Nice to see you. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. That's weird. This is this energy of having so much swiftness, so much creativity, so much power of the tongue, so much wit, so much manifesting ability, so much money, so many things, and then being brought down so low, so far. It's like, it reminds me of the Buddha's journey and how the Buddha was born into this castle with finery, wealth, money, incense, perfumed and oiled women, the best foods, the most savory spices, everything nice. And then, all that wealth, all the palaces. And then he saw someone suffering outside of the gate. And he just took off all his rich clothes, all his gold, all his jewelry, all his earrings, put on some simple robes and started walking the earth to seek and understand. It's like you're It just made me think of that diss track that Bad Baby made for Alabama Barker. And shout out to hip hop as a culture, but that song is probably relevant to some of you as well. Anyway, this is talking about moving in the direction of great wealth into great suffering, but great suffering and great poverty with a purpose. It's like this poverty that you have experienced was a teacher for you. It deepened your empathy and it gave you profound spiritual insight. Yeah, literally profound spiritual insight, deep access to your intuition, a deep connection to emotional understanding. It's like when it comes to emotional understanding, like you're a genius. Maybe an empath. But to understand this kind of physical suffering can lead to physical suffering itself if you're not careful. We have the 10 of Wands here to say that it's like you feel the suffering of the world now, and as you have felt it along your path, maybe some people like that, like, oh, nobody can feel that much, or oh no, that's just like this person's just exaggerating. But it's like, no, you have so much feeling that you feel like you have to do it all. Now is a point in your life where you understand how to delegate, you understand how to ask for help, and I want to remind you that this cycle is closing. You're closing this cycle of having to go through that kind of deep shadow work, that kind of deep poverty, that kind of deep loss to gain something, to understand something. Not just the Buddha went through this, Inanna went through this. Easter time is when things are going to be popping off for you this next spring. We have the Three of Pentacles. You're going to be working with people who maybe you never even thought you could work with. It's going to be bringing you money, wealth, success, and health. All things that you desire and deserve, they're coming to you. Like, they're en route. Like, it's already happening. Anytime I mention Inanna's name, I think everything for Inanna. Maybe not enough as I should. Maybe not as loud as I should. But I don't tell her story all the time. I tell her story more in the spring, more when it's around her time. But it's important for you to probably read about the descent of Inanna and study Inanna and her experiences. Let's see what Goddess Guidance card came out for you. You are powerful. You are powerful. Congratulations. Everybody's showing up for this reading today. Popping off. And I love to see it. Sekhmet, the Red Lady. Hello. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Hello. What did I tell you? I told you don't laugh at other people's suffering. Go and take a damn kickboxing class. I'll tell you a little bit about Sekhmet's story. Real TLDR type beat. Lady Sekhmet, Lady Hathor, and Lady Bast. 3 great mothers, 3 beautiful, powerful deities of ancient Egypt, okay? It's giving motherhood, nurturing, magic, household, femininity, partnership, everything, okay? In a time of need, they tap Sekhmet on the shoulder. They're like, we need you. Look at her face. That's a lioness. She starts ravaging everything. But that's a bloodlust. You can't open up bloodlust and put it on a leash. Don't be disrespectful. You can't say we need the power of bloodlust and then just be like, okay, we're done. No. Like, that power is too powerful. You have to, like, trick that power to go back in the box. So anyway, so Sekhmet's here, ravaging, running, biting off the heads of her enemies, but she's just running through Egypt, making a ruckus. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. Blessings to you, great goddess. It's needed. But this is like the energy of like a volcano. A volcano is how you get new earth. A volcano is one of the ways you get new earth. But that eruption causes devastation everywhere around it. If you're near a volcano and it erupts, you breathe in that ash, you can have a lung poisoning. You're around, the smoke might make you blind. You're there, your house might burn down. But then after that, what happens? It's the most fertile soil in the world. It's full of that, what came from that lava, that black soil, that nutrition that is so full of life, microbiome. So anyway, so Sekhmet's man pulls up and he's like, he knows how to not control her, but like he understands her because he loves her, so her bloodlust is not unfamiliar to her. So he's like, look, babe, drink all this blood. And she's like, yes, let me drink that blood. And she drinks this beer and she just goes to sleep. It wasn't blood. It's like, she's not a vampire, she's a goddess. Who do you think you're dealing with? And it's beer, and she just falls asleep, and all the bloodlust stopped, and all the killing stops, and she just like wakes up, and she's just like, Hathor, what's up, Hathor? Sekhmet's gone away. Now Hathor's on the scene, great mother, everybody celebrate, mommy's back. The devourer, the huntress, is not present. But her energy is necessary, it's needed. You need destruction to have creation. You need to respect a volcano. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. You know what happens when you have all the anger and bloodlust and then you're like, oh, I just won't express it? I'm not going to tell you what happened. That story was enough. Find a way to give your anger a healthy outlet that is physical, that is for the benefit of your family and community, rather than simply causing a path of destruction until some man has to come and drug you and trick you into going to sleep. Do a Sekhmet. Shout out to you, Pink Flourite pal. It was an honor to read for you. See you soon. Goddamn, Nana, Sekhmet. Jeez, I'm talking to some heavy hitters. I love that. Where's my bell? I'm just like, damn, yo. It's just a lot. My son loves my bell. So he's just taking my tools and bringing them and stuff like that. Anyway. Trying to get another sound like a bell. That energy was so heavy. And the best, okay. Ting. It's all good. I be making myself laugh. And I love that for me. Finally, we have the clear quartz pile. Welcome. This is your reading. Clear quartz pile. Your first card is divinity. Some of you could be very heavily connecting to your deities at this time. It's giving religious renaissance. You are so blessed and supported at this time, and it's important that you know that, and that you move like that, and that you carry yourself like that, and that you act like that everywhere that you go. When I see how this beautiful priestess, witch, crafter, conjurer, healer, person of Aradia, priestess is decked out, It also reminds me that some of you might want to cover your head for a while. We're going into eclipse season, and you know, it's your choice, of course, but doing this might help you to mitigate through the really powerful, sometimes chaotic energy and distractions that you're going to see coming up in the month of September. And I say energy and distractions because there will be distractions. Some of you could also really benefit from just like wearing the color orange, doing things to connect to oranges. I'm not going to go further into that right now. That's all I'll say. Okay, why do some of y'all need to watch all of this video? Shout out to you if you're watching all 3 piles, but all of these messages are connected to each other, and I love that because all of us on planet Earth and all of the other planets and the metaverse, multiverse, whatever, are connected. I hype myself up when I'm doing my own readings. You have the volcano. Relationships, express, don't stagnate. I literally spent so much time in the last pause reading talking about a volcano. Also, please, somebody let me know if there's some kind of volcanic activity that happens this week or around the time that I post this. Shout out to whatever volcano I'm connected to right now. I love you, boo. Thank you for your power on planet Earth. Relationships, express, don't stagnate. For some of you, are there relationships where you need to be expressing yourself more? Do not hold back. And if you can't, okay, so there's a lot of complicated situations here. For some of you, there are relationships where you need to express yourself, but you'll never be able to, right? It's like maybe there's someone from your past that hurt you so deeply and so completely, but for good reason, you don't have contact with them anymore. Okay, write them a letter and say every single thing you always wanted to say to them but could never say. And then burn that bad boy. Whatever it is, find a way to actually express it so it's not holding you back anymore. For some of you, you could benefit by going to going to a body of water like a lake or a river or a waterfall, and just speaking out the things that you have held back from saying. Oh, this person really broke my heart. This person hurt my feelings. I hated this person. I hated what they did. I hated their energy. Just work with the energy of nature to help you with this. But since we have all this volcanic energy, for some of you specifically, write down in detail, write a letter and burn it safely in a fire-safe way. And watch things free up for you. Watch your energy open up. Watch clarity come. But don't hold on to that energy. Also, for some of you, if there's somebody that you're like in love with, like, is there a reason that you're not telling them? Because like that's kind of good information. So like speak out. Okay? Peacock. Oh, some of y'all about to tell them. Some of y'all looking good, smelling good, feeling good. You're a loving machine. Okay. Oh my gosh. Peacock. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. Of anything, go blind, but that's powerful. Of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. Confident and kind. Meditation on navel. First of all, a navel is another word for an orange. Second of all, orange is connected to that area of the chakras, which is what I held back from saying, obviously, because Spirit wanted you to know that it's the truth. That some of you need to wear orange. You need to work with your third chakra, your creativity, your sexuality, your second chakra, your creativity, your sexuality, your sensuality, and express yourself and shake your hips and release energy and give yourself credit. Look at how beautiful you are. Look at how far you've come. Look at how much you're doing. Oh my God. 8 oranges. This is just like, some of y'all might have maybe needed to watch the whole video because all these readings are very, very profound. And they're all connected. In case you don't know how much work you have done to embody that beauty, I want to remind you that you have. People can see it. And you have to remember that you have it. So, as confident as you are, maybe you need to communicate differently. Communicate more. Say more. We want to hear you. Ugh! Sorry. Land back. I have to read it to you. Because I'm gagging myself right now. Drawing this card is a reminder to recognize, acknowledge, and reestablish Indigenous peoples. Yes, baby? Yes, baby. 10 minutes. I got you. Drawing this card is a reminder to recognize, acknowledge, and reestablish Indigenous peoples' political and economic control over land that belonged to them before colonization. How do you support Indigenous rights? You can start by making contributions that support the preservation of languages and traditions, and by ensuring food sovereignty, housing, and clean air and water. That is your commitment to dismantling white supremacy and the harms arising from capitalism and from the genocide of Indigenous people everywhere. Period. 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 I have an affirmation for you. Please meditate on it. Think about it. Say it in the shower. Say it in the mirror. Say it before breakfast. Say it for the week. Remind yourself of it. It has 2 sides. Ready? Let's go. My work is deeply fulfilling. Today, I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. This reading is making me emotional. Okay. We have the 3 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. Okay. Some of you have gone through a heartbreak. Some of you specifically, you could have gone through or be connected to a heartbreak that's connected to a earth sign woman, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Could be, could not be, but this kind of heartbreak that you experienced or you still feel is something that impacted your money, your finances, and it impacted the way that you see something. I'm sorry, this really just like stunned me. And my mind just went blank, like I've never seen the 8 of Wands before in my life. I can't believe I'm doing this. I feel like I'm like breaking protocol or something. But I need to physically see the other 8 of Wands. Sorry, not sorry. There's like a lot of feelings connected to this heartbreak that are really deep. This I'm reading for the energy of someone who's very beautiful. Very rare energy, and I just want to do right, you know what I mean? I want you to understand that. That is my intention, and that is my goal. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know why I'm shocked. You know what it is? This is the message of quick incoming communication, and like real quick, like lightning quick. And this is, you know, messages coming in, information coming in. And for some of you, this energy is going to be coming like you don't believe it almost. It's like this message that like this person could reach out to you, and maybe even you won't, like maybe you'll have trouble like believing it or accepting it. So this is here to like not soften the blow. This is a beautiful energy, but this is here to really soften the blow. Oh yeah. The ten of swords. The 10 of swords. The 10 of swords. The 4 of wands and the Queen of wands. So you're closing out a cycle here of, for some of you, okay, this just like turned into a love reading, like really intensely. For some of you, the person who broke your heart, or maybe someone who broke your heart before, which is impacting this other connection, this new connection. For some of you, there's something here where there is a lot of talk, there's a lot of gossip about your relationships. And so it's like you don't like open up easily necessarily, but you also want to make sure that when you're opening your heart, it's not for no reason. And I feel like some of the energy that some of you could be getting like a confession or a message, but what this energy is that there was a lot of energy of like people really talking like about your connections and your relationships. And I feel like you or a person who's going to send you a message, they realize maybe that they made a mistake, and maybe they let too much of that like gossip interfere, or what is that word? Some of that gossip skewered how they look at this connection or how you look at a connection. And maybe there's a regret here about that gossip, but there was a lot of gossip energy. Yes, baby?
Can you give me your phone? I want to play my games on your phone, you know what I mean? I mean like your YouTube games.
Yeah, it's right there charging. Bring it to me and I'll open it for you.
Is it this one?
Yes, sir. I like your song. Here you go. There was so much gossip. There was so much negative energy sent. And coming out of this and coming forward from this, some kind of breakthrough, some kind of communication understanding, some kind of confession, something is coming out. And it's leading to this really beautiful energy with the 4 of wands and the Queen of wands of like a powerful union, an unbreakable union. It's kind of like this is a card of marriage. This is a card of contracts, of stability, of building a foundation together. But this is an energy that it's almost like some of this like gossip and some of this heartbreak and some of this loss here was the setup to lead you to this energy of the Queen of Wands, where now it's like if there are obstacles in your way, you can burn through them and you can take action. And some like gossip and things that come up now, they're not even gonna touch you. So it's almost like this was like building this connection up differently, and bringing you just even more empowerment. Like it's kind of wild to see 2 queens on the table for this reading as it's unfolding, because now you're in that energy of like, it's like holy fire. It's like burning away impurities, burning away, you know, what would seek to dissolve this beautiful union. And so congratulations to anybody who's in this pile. Really and sincerely, this is beautiful and you deserve, bitch. Just like you deserve all the beautiful energy. And look at y'all getting married, being happy, being in love, being madly in love. This is the Lovers. And y'all win. Y'all win together. Y'all went through the storms. Y'all went through the heartbreak, the gossip. Y'all both did the work of healing. And now look at you. You get to have this beautiful, happy, equally deserving partnership where y'all pour into each other. And it's what you have both worked for and what you both deserve. Swoon. Swoon much? Happy Valentine's Day. So romantic. Oh my god, I'm gonna go watch The Princess Bride. Like, this is so sweet. Okay. The goddess guidance. You see, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm happy for you. Please know that. This is genuine joy. Look again. Love. You deserve it. The goddess guidance message for you is from Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Okay. I didn't mention that the Queen of Wands is also connected. Why do I feel sick to my stomach? Is connected to is connected to fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let me say it with my whole chest now. So this reading particularly can be connected to fire sign women, earth sign women. You might have those strong placements somewhere. Doesn't have to be, can be. But it was relevant to mention since Bridget here is talking about this eternal flame. Every day my light grows brighter. Hello. I want y'all to understand that, not secretly, not privately, individually, individually and together. You only get brighter and stronger every day. You only continue to grow in your beauty, in your power, in your light. So ain't no use trying to hide it. You are loved. You are so loved and so held and so appreciated. And congratulations. I'm glad I could read for you. So, those were the messages for the 3 piles. I'm so happy to have read them to you, for you, to be your reader for the day. I don't want to finish here. I want to keep going. I'm so happy to be doing this reading. So I'll just do a little bonus card for the whole collective. Anybody who's watching this at the end, cheers. Anyone who fast forwarded here, cheers. So let's see what message I have for you as a collective to carry on with you. What kind of medicine to carry forward on your day, on your path, on your night, whenever you're seeing this, wherever you are. Know that you are loved. Know that you deserve good things. And those messages that I shared with you, I hope they resonate. And this is some medicine that you can carry with you, okay? Ho'oponopono. Immeasurable power of the heart way. The heart has the power to heal in a way that the mind cannot understand. Do not allow your mind to distract or frighten you. You are a beautiful child of the universe, and divine love lives within your heart. A willing heart is all that you need to transform any situation that is troubling you. Recognizing this power does not evoke feelings of pressure or anxiety, but rather of peace and joy. Lightness of heart and relief of mind are here for you now. The divine within your heart has the power to transform a situation that is troubling with you. Do not be intimidated or think that it is too much for you or the divine to handle. Do not allow yourself to intellectualize or analyze a situation to the point of feeling confused or paralyzed. Healing through the heart on any and all issues that have plagued you or a loved one can and will happen. Let your heart feel the faith it needs to feel so that it can rest in joy. Divine healing wants to flow abundantly for you. Open up to receive it without hesitation or condition. Thank you. Beatus Manere. Bye-bye.